guys, this is Chapter 3, Creating Web Pages with Links, Images, and Formatted Text. The web page that we are going to be creating is called Pasta Divine Website. The standards that you are going to be needing start on page 81 of the textbook. So take a minute, read through those. And then the first step we need to complete is to actually open up our set of initial tags that we created in the first chapter. So pause this video, go ahead, open up your initial tags. They should look just like mine here. Alright, so if you remember that when we first open up your initial tags, the first step is to actually change the title. This should be the title that matches the assignment. For this one, we're going to put Pasta Divine, D-I-V-I-N-E, homepage. Remember that this is actually not visible on the website, but they're the keywords that the computer looks for if a user is browsing. Okay, so go ahead and take a moment and put in your title. Alright, so I'm on page 92 of the text, and it tells you to make sure you have your start head tag up here. You have your end head tag with your title in the middle, start and end tags. Make sure you have a start body tag, an end body tag, and an end HTML. Remember, you know it's an end tag because it has the backslash. So take a minute and check and make sure you have all of those items as seen on page 92 of the text. Okay, top of page 93, we're going to add an image to our web page. So this is kind of review from chapter 2. The image, we're going to have to go to Core Sites. So you're going to go to Core Sites. You're going to make sure you load Web Design. We're going to go to Content. We're going to navigate to Chapter 3 and expand that. You will see Student Data Files. Go ahead and expand that. It's going to download down here in the lower left-hand corner. Go ahead and click on it. It will open as soon as it can. Click on Chapter 3. The files for the step-by-step are always called the chapter files, so go ahead and click to open that. And you're actually going to need all of these. So what I would do is take a second here on your desktop, create a folder. So new folder, right-click, new folder. And we are going to call this Pasta Divine. Okay. And then what you want to do, don't click and open these pictures, but just simply click and drag them to that folder. Okay? And just go ahead and do them all right now so you'll have them as you need them. There's our logo. Click all of those and click and drag them into our folder. Oops. One by one. Now double click, make sure you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have all of those. Take a minute, get those all downloaded to a folder on your desktop that is named Pasta Divine. Alright, so to add our image, the directions are on page 93 of your textbook. You need to type in your image tag, and this image tag needs to be typed within the start and end body tag. We call that nested when we put it inside those two tags. So the image tag is typed just like this, as shown on page 93. When you're done, make sure you test it. So file save as, pastadivine.html. Okay. You need to put this in the same folder that you put the images on your desktop. Okay. So when I go into my desktop, here's my Pasta Divine. Click on it, test it. This is what it should look like when you get those images on there. So go ahead and test it when you're done. Make sure that's all working before you move on. Next, we're going to add a left-align heading with a font color. So the color part is new. We've done a heading in Chapter 2. The directions for this are on page 95. This heading is going to go right underneath our image, nested within the body start and end tag. So you've got your heading 1 start tag. You identify the font color that we want, which is a red. Welcome to the Valley. There's your text. End your font, because we started the font here, so we have to end font, and we must end the heading. So the font, start, and end tag are nested within the heading tag. When you're done, go ahead and test that. File, save as, and it should look like this. You can see your heading right here. Okay, take a minute, put that in, and test it before you move on. Okay, so the next step is on the bottom of page 95. You're going to enter a paragraph of text that is going to be right underneath the heading that we just created. Make sure you do your start paragraph, type the paragraph, and you need to make sure you have your end paragraph tag. When you're done, test it, and it should look just like this. Okay, take a minute, type that paragraph, and then test it before you move on. Okay, so in this next section, we are going to create an unordered or a bulleted list. We did bulleted list in the last section. So we're going to start with a heading to introduce our list. Our services include, and then remember the UL tag, start and end are right here and here. We want to have square bullets, so within the start tag, we just add in this type equals, quotation mark, square, and quotes. And then remember, each bullet starts with a start line item and an end line item tag. When you're done, test it, and it should look like this. Take a minute and complete that step. Again, this is on page 96 of your text. Okay, so this next step is to simply add 2 paragraphs of text here right underneath your bulleted list. So make sure each one has a start and end tag, first paragraph, second paragraph. When you're done, test it. Make sure everything appears correctly. Should